Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night with that unsettling feeling, like something wasn't quite right? Maybe it's a persistent thought or even a restlessness deep in your heart. Well, today I'm going to share with you 3 things you need to do if this ever happens. Trust me, the third one will leave you speechless. My name is Sister Amelia, and I'm here to help you turn those restless moments into opportunities for peace and spiritual revelation. Many times, what robs us of sleep might actually be a calling from God, a message from above, or even a chance to change something significant in our lives. Shall we talk about it? Waking up in the middle of the night can be much more than just a disruption in your sleep. Often, we ignore important signs because we're so used to dismissing them as something normal. But think about it. What if it's something deeper? What if this moment was planned specifically for you? Take a deep breath and don't rush to fall back asleep. Let yourself notice the environment around you, the stillness of the night, and what your heart is trying to tell you. When we wake up suddenly, it's easy to assume it was something physical, a noise, a dream, or even some discomfort. But what if there's a greater reason behind it? Many people share that these awakenings happen during critical moments in their lives. So, instead of feeling bothered, try to see it as an opportunity. Close your eyes for a moment and reflect. Why was I woken up just now? Some cultures believe that waking up in the middle of the night is a spiritual calling, a moment when your soul is most connected to God, free from the distractions of the day. Isn't that fascinating? Think about how many times you felt something bigger was trying to reach out to you, but you dismissed it because you were focused on going back to sleep. Don't miss out on this chance. It might not come again anytime soon. Many people report feeling an inexplicable restlessness when they wake up at night. It could be a worry, a repetitive thought, or even a sense of emptiness. If this happens to you, don't ignore it. Instead, ask yourself, what does this mean? What is my mind or spirit trying to tell me? This simple shift in perspective can completely transform your experience. If you've ever woken up in the middle of the night feeling peaceful or restless, share your experience in the comments. Let's create a space to talk about this together. Sometimes, simply sharing helps us better understand what's happening. It's important to realize that during this time of night, your mind is more open. You're in a state between sleep and wakefulness where your intuition is strongest. In this state, many find answers to the questions that troubled them during the day. So instead of fighting against the moment, embrace it. It could be the moment you find clarity, or even the answer you've been searching for. The night is quiet, and for some, that silence can feel eerie. But it's the perfect time to connect with yourself. Listen to your breathing. Feel your heartbeat. These are signs that you're alive, that there's something within you greater than any restlessness. Have you ever thought that waking up in the middle of the night is a rare gift? A moment when the world is silent and only you are awake. Use this moment to reflect on your life. It's as if God pressed pause so you could hear yourself and speak with Him. I personally wake up around 3 a.m. from time to time. I can't explain why it's always that time specifically, but whenever I look at the clock, it's 3 o'clock, 3:15. Always after 3, but before 4. Does anyone else experience this? I decided to research this topic, and what I found surprised me so much that I had to make this video for the channel. Let me know in the comments if you experienced this or know someone who has. The next time this happens, take a deep breath and accept the moment. Don't try to figure everything out right away. Just accept that you were woken up for a reason. Say a prayer and take this time to place all your worries in God's hands. They say that in the middle of the night, while everyone else is asleep, the prayer line is shorter. It might sound like a joke, but the prayers I've seen answered most often were the ones I made during the early hours. In my home, I even set up a little space for this moment since I've woken up so many times at night. I once put a chair there to invite God to sit with me and talk. One of those prayers was so powerful that I could feel His presence right there with me. So, use this time to pray and cry out to Him, but don't stop there. Waking up in the middle of the night might seem inconvenient, but it's actually an opportunity for growth. If you feel like you need answers, write them down. It could be a thought, a name, or an idea. Writing it out helps organize your mind and brings clarity to what's happening. Try it. You'll see how freeing it can be. Now, tell me, have you ever tried to see these moments as something positive? Leave a yes in the comments if this resonates with you. Let's uncover the signs these awakenings might be showing us together. Accepting that God might be trying to speak to you doesn't mean resigning yourself to discomfort. On the contrary, it means opening yourself up to the possibility of something greater. He could be giving you profound revelations. Take a deep breath, connect with the Holy Spirit within you, and see how this can change how you view these wake-ups. Some people describe this as a spiritual nudge. It's like a higher power trying to get your attention, maybe for a problem you need to solve or something you've been ignoring during the day. That nudge could be the key to something much greater. And what if, instead of trying to go back to sleep right away, you use that moment to give thanks? Think of something you're grateful for. This simple act can completely change your life and bring more peace to your heart. Try it and see how it works for you. I use these moments to make a little gratitude list for the week or jot down things I remember. So often, we go through our days on autopilot. These nighttime awakenings remind us that we're alive and conscious. It's an invitation to step out of routine and look at our lives with fresh eyes. If you've ever had a dream or a strong feeling when waking up in the middle of the night, share it in the comments. I'd love to hear it. These stories connect us and show how transformative these moments can be. And finally, remember this: nothing happens by chance. If you woke up, there's a reason for it. You might not understand it now, but trust that everything has a purpose. Embrace the moment and stay open to what it has to reveal. How many times have you realized you needed to stop, but ignored that feeling because you were too busy? These moments of silence might be the answer you didn't even know you were seeking. It's like God is saying, pause and listen. Just being awake while the world sleeps can be a unique experience. Have you noticed how everything feels calmer, more intimate at that hour? It's the perfect time to hear yourself without external distractions. And often, what your soul tries to say is exactly what you need to find peace. If you wake up and feel there's something on your mind or heart, pay attention. These thoughts might be clues about areas in your life that need more care. Instead of worrying or feeling frustrated, embrace those feelings. They're there to guide you, not hinder you. A simple exercise that can help during these moments is closing your eyes and focusing on your breath. Inhale deeply through your nose, hold it for a few seconds, and exhale slowly through your mouth. Repeat this a few times, letting your mind settle. Clarity often comes when we make room for it to appear. Try it tonight. Sometimes, small gestures can bring big changes. One thing I do, and I suggest you try, is writing something down during these moments. Do it without hesitation. Keep a notebook or notepad by your bed. Many people discover brilliant ideas or important insights when they do this. Don't let these opportunities slip away. Many people say that waking up in the middle of the night is when they feel their most creative. It's as if the mind is free from the barriers of the day and open to new ideas. If this happens to you, embrace it. It could be the start of something extraordinary. God might be giving you ideas and strategies for your life, work, business, or family. Don't ignore them. Write everything down. The silence of the night is like a blank page. It gives you the chance to start something new, reevaluate, and even correct your path. Don't be afraid to use it to your advantage. Many people find their answers during this time. If you're still awake after all of this, maybe it's time to put one of these actions into practice. Don't forget, every awakening can be a chance for renewal. Before you leave, check out the other video on your screen. It might be a big revelation for you. And send this video to someone you know who wakes up in the middle of the night and can't fall back asleep. See you in the next video.